convince you that you have suffering, you have pain, treat them very cheaply, like a shit. Whether somebody outside or somebody inside, trying to convince you, brainwash you, that the suffering and pain exists, treat them like a shit, cheap. Listen carefully. Your conscious decision, suffering doesn't exist, pain doesn't exist. Even if I am terrorized by the pain and suffering, I will stand by my Guru Vak. Pain and suffering does not exist. Even if you are surrounded by the lava, molten, the melted stone, lava, declare, my Guru has told, there is no pain, there is no suffering. I will throw my jata for you to hold and lift you to Kailasa. Listen. Demonstrate your powerfulness, even if it looks like arrogance, in front of delusion which is trying to brainwash you. You have suffering, you have pain. Listen carefully. When you deny outright the existence of pain and suffering, the whole change goes on. The whole change happens in your system, creates space for Paramashiva. Suddenly you will see the universe is moving around you. You are the center. Listen. Look for peace, you will enjoy bliss. Don't look for bliss, you will always land in hopelessness. Understand this first sutra. When I say deny pain and suffering, I am not saying look for bliss and joy. No. Deny pain, suffering, deny their very existence, not their reasons, cause. No. Shit is a shit is a shit. And the beauty is, the good news is that shit doesn't exist. That's the good news I have for you. Pain is a shit may not be a good news. But the shit called pain does not exist is a good news. Listen intensely. This one sutra can give enlightenment to all my disciples now. This moment. You can start manifesting powers. Just decide. I deny the existence of any form of pain and suffering inside and outside me. I am not interested in even recognizing the existence of pain and suffering. Forget about the causes. If you don't even accept the existence of that shit, why will you try to find the cause of that shit? Denial of pain and suffering gives you one of the greatest opening to look into the reality. Denial of pain and suffering, I am not teaching as a technique for you to practice. I am revealing this as a truth for you to wake up. Being my disciple, you don't have a right to suffer or have pain. Either be my disciple and renounce the right to have suffering and pain, or marry the pain and suffering and drop me. Decision to deny the pain and suffering and its very existence in any form is the pure neutral space in you. It does not come by practice, it comes by decision. It comes by decision, not by any practice. Decide. Enough. I went through this rut of pain, believing that pain and suffering exists, and then trying to find the cause, and then trying to find the solution. By the time I find the solution, I realize the solution is not working, and by the time I find that solution is not working, I am more frustrated, and with the more frustration, I find more pain and suffering. The moment you accept the existence of pain and suffering, you put your leg on the sarkuparai, slippery rock of delusion. After that, nobody can save you. So deny the very existence. Don't try to make a technique out of what I am saying. To all my disciples, I am giving a command, not technique, order. You don't have a right to have suffering or pain. By becoming my disciple, you have committed your life, your inner space to me, and you don't have a right to have pain or suffering. Listen carefully. When you decide the pain and suffering has no existence, this is the truth. Until I realize, because Swamiji has realized he loves me, he will tell only good to me, and he will reveal only the truth to me. Because he has revealed, I know for sure there is no suffering, there is no pain, and I won't get brainwashed by any fellow who is trying to tell me that suffering and pain exists. Anyone who is trying to brainwash me is lower than my guru who is trying to wash my brain. My guru who is trying to wash my brain is far superior for me than anyone who is trying to brainwash me with the existence of pain and suffering ideas. The first sutra. The second sutra, listen. Second sutra, your mind reflects on your brain, and your brain is given a special power to rejuvenate itself in 1 year. In 1 year, the brain completely releases all the old dead cells and recreates itself. It's a even modern day science agrees. It is not only that Ayurveda, the Vedic biology, Hindu biology reveals this truth. Even the modern day science agrees with what I am revealing. Your brain completely replaces itself every 1 year. Listen. When your brain replaces itself, replenishes itself, recreates itself, it can either expand its possibility to radiate Paramashiva, or it can shrink, radiate Paramashiva. Both possibilities exist, but there is no neutral. There is no neutral gear. There is no such thing as just, I am just stable. I am neither going down nor going up. No, that doesn't exist. Either you go up or you go down. That's it. So now be very clear. If you decide the truth today I am declaring, this first sutra, very arrogantly, have pride. You have Paramashiva as Guru. You have Paramashiva directly teaching you and initiating you. And you don't even need to practice what I am teaching. If you have the arrogance, Paramashiva is your Guru, you simply know what I am revealing is the truth and you just start living. Listen, very rare to have intimate feeling connection with me because I have created enough rumors and scandals around me. All those vada soda cheap shitty mind cannot get connected to me or accept me. It needs tremendous maturity. Even to feel this fellow is talking the truth. Even if you feel this guy is telling the truth and this guy seems to be loving me, be very clear, you are a matured guy. You think all these rumors and scandals which are getting created around me is not under my control? That's the way I cheat human beings. I tell you, if you feel these 3 statements, I think Swamiji loves me. And I know for sure Swamiji knows the ultimate truth. And I think Swamiji tells the ultimate truth to me. If you believe these 3 statements, or even any one of these 3 statements, just stand up and do a pradakshina. Namaskar means circumambulation of yourself. Atma pradakshina. Just love yourself. Celebrate yourself for being yourself. You are worthy of namaskara, pradakshina namaskara. That's a powerful blessing, I tell you. If you cognize even any one of these 3 statements, now what I am telling you will straight go into your system. I'll just nail it straight on your. Decide, be arrogant, I am disciple of Nithyananda. எங்க சாமி எவனையும் கேர் பண்ணாது. அத மாதிரிதான் நாங்களும். With this clarity, deny the existence of all kinds, types, dimensions of pain and suffering. Even if your brain tells, even if your mind tells, you are sinking in the ocean, the lava is surrounding you, burning your skin. Just tell, pain doesn't exist, suffering doesn't exist. I'll throw my jata and just lift you. Don't worry. Just lift you to Kailasa. And I tell you, death is not end. Mental breakdown is the greatest loss in the life. Not death. Be very clear. Death is not end of the life. It's not full stop. It's just a comma. The greatest loss in life is collapsing from powerful cognition, not death. Fools are those who teach death is the loss. Collapsing from powerful cognition is the greatest loss. Hold on to this powerful truth. Be very clear inside you. Powerfully deny the existence of suffering and pain. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. When you decide with this clarity and truth, the brain which gets rebuilt, newly built, gets rejuvenated, will just expand and reflect the pure cosmos. It will just open up to superconsciousness and vibrate Shiva, 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 Shiva. Hey, listen, our ancestors, rishis, not only knows the whole movement of sun, moon, 9 planets, far beyond the planets, even the stars, so clearly, the 27 stars and their movements they know. How do you think? Thousands of years before, in the Surya Siddhanta, they have described the whole cosmos so clearly because their brain was able to manifest, reflect the pure cosmos. Their consciousness was so peaceful in Shanti, established in Shanti. Careful, listen carefully. Deny the existence of pain and suffering and don't look for joy, bliss, excitement. Look for peace, Shanti. You will get it. You will get it. You will get it. When you look for Shanti, not only you will start enjoying the juice Shanti inside you, that juice makes you matured being, consciously matured being. And that maturity creates intense excitement, energy, bliss, joy as a side effect. Don't look for the side effect. So listen carefully. The first sutra: deny the existence of all pain and suffering, all dimensions and aspects of pain and suffering. Even if you are getting drowned in the ocean, just tell yourself, Swamiji said there is no pain or suffering. Come what may, let's see. But there is no pain or suffering. Be very clear. You won't have death. Death is not end. Losing the truth is the greatest loss than death. Society has brainwashed you too much. Society has brainwashed you too much by giving the multiple layered lies. Listen. This multiple layered lies catch your attention. Even if you are convinced about the one lie, gone. You have put your leg on the slippery rock and you will land in the end delusion. Don't. Deny the fundamental, foundational brainwashing technique used by society, deluded society on you about the existence of pain and suffering. Listen, it is not okay to be normal with absolutely sick social conditioning. Don't try to be normal with the sick social conditioning. Meditate, contemplate, internalize all the statements today I am making. The first statement is about the truth. Denial of all the brainwashing done to you about the pain and suffering. Second statement: this decision to be in truth will expand your brain's ability to reflect, radiate, manifest superconsciousness with the powerful cosmic space and this cosmic nada, Shiva, 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 Mahanada, Shiva, 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 Shiva. When your brain develops the capacity to reflect and radiate the cosmos in the pure conscious form, your mind can never take possession of your brain and brainwash you to believe into anything called pain and suffering. This is the greatest liberation. This is the greatest liberation. Now, third statement. Listen to this third statement. I am having 25 heads, one consciousness. In you, you have broken yourself into 25 consciousness, even though you have only one head. One head, but working in 25 different, getting pulled and pushed in 25 directions. In my case, I have 25 head, but all integrated to one consciousness. That's why I can think 25 various things and manifest all the 25 various things at a time in a cool, stress-free way. Absolutely. I tell you, even the traitors, drohis, guru drohis, and criminals who conspired against me, even if you talk to them offline, they will tell, oh God, what a memory Swamiji has. What an administration capacity. How he knows thoroughly everything from end to end. Whether how many organizations are there in how many countries, or how many tumblers are there in each ashram, or in which ashram there is a compound wall, which ashram there is only fencing, in which ashram there is a borewell pump, and which ashram there is only a government water supply. Even the people who hate me, who cherish enmity towards me, who are Guru Drohis, even those Drohis, traitors, can't deny my ability to digest information and continue to function without losing the focus or getting distracted. Understand? That is because 25 heads, one consciousness. In your case, one head, conscious is broken 25 ways. One side, your hunger is pulling you in one direction. Another side, your lust is pulling you in another direction. Another side, your fear is pulling you in another direction. Another side, your insecurities are pulling you in another direction. This 20, that is why I am saying, deny the existence of all these so-called ideas of suffering and delusion outright. Don't even put the leg on the slippery rock. You may ask, oh, if I deny the pain and suffering, how will I live a practical life? Only after you deny the existence of pain and suffering, the practical life positive approach will start flowering in you. Till then, what you know is life negative. Nothing called life happened to you till you decide to learn, open up to the truth that there is no suffering, there is no pain. Till then, what you know is all cheap life negative game, slow suicide. I am giving you now with the blessings and permission and grace of Paramashiva, the very own powerful space of Paramashiva to all of you, the very own inner space of Paramashiva, powerfulness to all of you. This is initiation, not just instruction. Especially all my disciples. As I said, these three statements. Swamiji tells the truth. And Swamiji knows the ultimate truth. I think Swamiji loves me, so he will not cheat me. He will only tell the truth to me. In these three statements, even if you are able to believe, cognize one statement, you are my disciple. If you believe all three, great. As I said, you should stand up and do Atma Pradakshana for yourself and be proud of yourself. You can do all this for you and demonstrate your own love for you. You are blessed. You are really blessed. Because if you believe in these three statements, any one, your heart will start vibrating with this sacred truth I am declaring and revealing to you. You may not show your excitement outside because others are watching, but inside, hey, I know what Swamiji is telling is the truth. That's me, that's me, that's me. He's talking to me. I think he's watching me directly in the Zoom. That's me. To me, he's talking. Understand? I'm talking to each one of you who are listening to me now. Who are listening to me now. Decide to be with the 25 head, one consciousness. Not one head, 25 consciousness, broken as pieces. No. Your decision to be with 25 head and one consciousness will suddenly make you stress-free. Decide you are Paramashiva. Even if 25 things are going on in your head, you will live as one consciousness. Suddenly you will be stress-free and you will discover the peace inside you. The peace which is in the center of this universe. Your decision is enough, is what I am repeating. Now, the fourth statement, fourth sutra. Your decision to deny the existence of any form of pain, suffering, delusion, its aspects, dimensions, etc. mentioned and above not mentioned. Mentioned above and not mentioned, everything. Your decision to deny it makes such beautiful space in you. Simply seeing powers and play with the powers, that will give you tremendous confidence to strengthen powers and powerfulness and deny the existence of pain and suffering and the lower way of existing. This fourth statement, you should intensely listen repetitively and meditate, internalize. See, you become Bhairava. Kalabhairava, Mahabhairava. Mahabhairava does not have karma. Anyone tries to attack him, they get the karma and they suffer. He himself does not have any karma. He is in a pure space. You establish yourself in that very space. You yourself will see clearly. When somebody does good to you, they get good. When somebody tries to do bad to you, they get bad. But you don't have any karma. You are not the initiator of karmas. And suddenly your past disowns you. Not that you disown your past disowns you. Your past should disown you. Then you are liberated once for all. Your husband should run away from you. Then you are liberated once for all. Now, I am not saying literally. I meant anything you want to get rid of, that should get rid of you. Then you are liberated once for all. You trying to get rid of your past is a cheap, stupid way. That is not Nithyananda way. Your past should get terrorized and should decide to get rid of you. That is Nithyananda way. That's the royal way of Kailasa, royal way to Kailasa. Your past should feel this guy, nut gone loose, screw gone loose. Not only the nut gone loose, screw gone loose, his main shaft itself is missing. So where will I go and fit myself in his life? It should get terrorized and just leave you. Listen. Take this teaching very sincerely and very seriously. And especially when you have a love for me, it will be very easy. Because, you know, I may sound a little cranky, but I tell the truth as it is. See, when you start loving me, the whole pseudo dignity of the society loses power over you. You are detoxed by the stupid social conditioning. You become pure space for Paramashiva's ultimate truths to manifest. Sit like Mahabhairava, Kalabhairava. Hey, I am telling you the truth. You are Kalabhairava. I am not brainwashing you. Actually, if I want to exploit you, I should tell you you are something lower than God. I should be brainwashing you into some lower identity so that I can continue to exploit you. But I am not interested in exploiting you. I am interested in expressing through you. You are my soulmate. You are my conscious life partner. I celebrate when you are liberated. Anyone who is now catching what I am saying and saying, yes, Swamiji told, I have no suffering, no pain forever. And I am deciding I have no suffering, no pain. You are my beloved now. I just want to hug you. You are my own. I have only one reason to tell the truth, because truth makes you fulfilled and makes me fulfilled. You are Kalabhairava, and tell very clearly to your past, present, future. Hey, I am Kalabhairava. Anyone tries to do good to me, they will be given good. Anyone tries to do bad, they will be given bad. But I am not initiator of any karma. I am the neutral, sacred space, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. If you throw laddu on me, you will get the laddu back. If you throw stone on me, you will get that stone back. If you throw the shit on me, you will get that shit back. But nothing will touch me, and I will not throw anything. I will not be working, operating in any of the cognition level where this sick society operates. There is no concept of pseudo dignity and the reason to operate. Far from pseudo dignity. With this clarity, sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. I tell you that quality which oozes out from your consciousness into your body, it will actually literally bring that sweetness in your tongue. That is what is actually Amrita. Amrita means the principles of immortality digested, cognized by your mind and gets sunk, drilled, driven into your brain, and that brain's opening up, flowering, that Sahasrara Chakra flowering, and that honey pours inside the system, literally brings sweetness inside your throat. Amrita. Principles of immortality. Truths of immortality. When they are chewed by your mind and gets into your brain, the chemistry, alchemistry happens in you, in your biology, is nectar. Actually, I am tasting that this very moment. That's the reason I am taking a few seconds to settle down and speak. Now, the fifth statement. Listen to this fifth statement. When you start actively practicing this truth, express it in your inner image with yourself, through your outer image with others, all the conflict will become irrelevant. Be powerful, bold, to stand any stress created externally or internally. When you manifest this truth and demonstrate your vairagya and will persistent, uncompromisingly, vairam vainda vairagyam, vairagya like a diamond, vajra vairagya. That's all. That's all. Listen, 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 listen to this truth and internalize, manifest. All of you are my loved ones, my near and dear ones, my soulmates, my beloveds. It's for all of you. I am keeping myself alive amidst so much of attack, whether assassination attacks, attempts, or defamation, identity, whatever the lies and shit, false pains, sufferings thrown on me, not only I deny them, I disgrace all those pain and suffering. Blessings to all of you. Let this initiation happen. This great enlightenment experience the state, space, powers of Paramashiva. I also have a lot of proclamations and letters of appreciation from all over the world. I'll upload all of it in the Facebook and social media. Please enjoy them. Maybe I'll read out in further satsangs 143 proclamation letters from all over the world. But now I wanted to give you all the time to meditate and be in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So with this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living. Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa, Paramashiva, Paramashivoham, Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nithyananda, welcome back to viewers. Now that we have understood the five sutras to manifest Kalabhairavoham, let us understand the fourth sutra revealed by the Supreme Concept of Hinduism. Mahabhairava does not have karma. Your decision to deny the existence of any form of suffering, its delusions, its aspects, dimensions, and what is not mentioned here also makes such a beautiful space in you. You will simply start manifesting and playing with the powers. It will give you tremendous confidence and strength and powerfulness and deny the existence of pain and suffering and lower way of existence. This fourth statement, you should intensely listen repetitively and internalize. You will become Bhairava, Mahabhairava, Mahakalabhairava. Mahabhairava does not have karma. Anyone tries to attack him, they get the karma and they suffer. He is in a pure space. You establish yourself in that very space. You yourself will see clearly. When somebody does good to you, they get good. And when they do bad to you, they get bad. You are not the initiator of karma. Suddenly, your past disowns you. Not that you disown your past, then you are liberated once and for all. And the supreme concept of Hinduism says, take this teaching very sincerely and very seriously, especially when you have love for me. It will be very easy because you know I tell the truth as it is. When you start loving me, the whole pseudo dignity of the society loses power over you. You become a pure space for Paramashiva, for the ultimate to manifest. So let us go through this process now. Sit like Kalabhairava and tell your past, present, and future. I am Kalabhairava. Anyone tries to do good to me, they will be given good. Anyone tries to do bad to me, they will be given bad. But I am not the initiator of any karma. I am the neutral sacred space of Nirvikalpa Samadhi. If you throw laddu on me, you will get laddu back. If you throw stone, you will get stone back. If you throw shit, you will get shit back. But nothing will touch me. I will not throw anything back at you. I will not be working in any cognition level where this sick society operates. There is no concept of pseudo dignity as a reason to operate. With this clarity, sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So, how do you sit in Nirvikalpa Samadhi? Do not create a thought. Do not sustain a thought. Don't try to destroy or fight with a thought. Just don't bother about what is going on inside of you. Whether thoughts, emotion, pain, or peace, do not respond to anything. Just decide. Let me be unclutched. Sit with the unclutched Nirvikalpa Samadhi. It will literally bring that sweetness in your tongue. That is what is actually Amrita. And demonstrate your vairagya, your detachment, and will persistence uncompromisingly. When you sit actively practicing this truth, expressing it in your inner image with yourself and through your outer image with others, all the conflicts will become irrelevant. Be powerful, bold to stand any stress created externally or internally. When you manifest this truth and demonstrate your vairagya and will persistence uncompromisingly. So now let us understand the Atma Pramana for this truth that pain is a lie from the life of the Supreme Concept of Hinduism himself. And this is an experience when the Supreme Concept of Hinduism was just 10 years old. It started with Annamalai Swamigal saying that we are not the body, we are beyond the body. He started teaching Ramana Maharishi's teachings, and the Supreme Concept of Hinduism ran home and wanted to check how can we be beyond the body and are, are we beyond pain and suffering? The Supreme Pontiff shaver, in those days, his father used to have a slide blade and shave. He took that razor and literally cut his thigh. Of course, there was bleeding. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's mother saw and immediately rushed him to the hospital. Their family doctor, Dr. Karunanidhi, attended to him. The doctor was like family, and almost 13 stitches were given to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism to stop the bleeding. And he did all that was needed medically. And then he said in front of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and his mother and father that this is not an accidental cut. He has purposely done this because it's so deep. Such a long cut cannot be accidental. Ask him why he did this. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's parents started investigating as to why the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism did this. And the doctor even had a doubt whether it was a suicide attempt. Then the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained the whole thing to his mother and father and to the doctor that Annamalai Swamigal told, we do not have pain and suffering. I just wanted to check whether I have pain or not. So I cut myself to see whether I have pain and suffering or not. And then later, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained this to Annamalai Swamigal, his guru, and his guru praised him and blessed him, and that he would experience this truth just because he has such a sincere and strong seeking to experience this truth. It would be enough to make him experience it. And another Atma Pramana from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's own life. On the 14th of June 2011, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism suffered a complicated type of both bones of the right forearm. The usual pain experienced by this kind of double open fracture would cause excruciating pain for weeks and leave one bedridden, with the hand completely immobilized. The pain medication would be an absolute necessity. However, in the case of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, from the moment this horrendous fracture occurred, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was continuously joyful and smiling, even while preparing for travel to the hospital. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism suggested that the doctors perform the surgery without any anesthesia and continuously shared that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism never experienced pain at any time during the entire incident. He never used any pain medication either. Yes, we can continue to the next slide, please. So when you deny the existence of pain and suffering in your life, you will see how beautifully Kalabhairava takes care of you. Let us, you, you can watch a touching sharing by one of the disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by visiting YouTube and looking at the Parabhakti sharing. So now let us understand how we can exactly experience this truth, the truth of that pain is a lie. It is through devotion and Guru Bhakti that you can experience this truth. So why do we need Guru in our lives? The Guru or Master is not a Vyakti, a person, as you imagine. He is a Tattva, a principle. He is simply a physical representation of the divine. In the Vedic tradition, the spiritual teacher, the Guru or the Master, is said to be more important than God. God is always and everywhere, but it is the Guru who opens the disciples' eyes to the existence of God. The Master is the doorway to one's own experience of the divine. In the Shastra Pramana for worshipping the Guru, the supreme state is easily attained by those who think of nothing else but me. Therefore, strive to the utmost to propitiate the Guru. And this is from the Shri Guru Gita. And another verse from the Guru Gita states, always remember the Guru's form. Constantly repeat the divine name given by the Guru. Always follow the Guru's commands. Think of nothing other than the Guru. And verse 11 of the Guru Gita translates, out of compassion for you, I shall tell you how the embodied soul becomes Brahman, having been purified of all sins by serving the feet of the Shri Guru. So the easiest way to connect with the Guru is just making yourself available as revealed by the Supreme Pontiff. Let us now watch that short video.
I am sitting with each one of you personally, individually, and making myself available. This being is now available to all of you, to each one of you. I am making myself available to each one of you. To each one of your being. Now the relationship is absolutely between you and me. It is absolutely you and me. Allow me to fill you. Allow my being inside you. Powerlessness. Everything will just become irrelevant. You will be showered with the boons you aspired for and you can never even imagine. You will understand the highest, ultimate dimensions of the life and universe. If you have been begging for a few tons of gold, you are going to be granted hills of diamonds. Not just few tons of gold which you are aspiring, hills of diamonds. Beyond you can even ask or imagine. So understand, all your fears and greeds will become irrelevant. The first thing Paramashiva's being, me, going to do in you all, manifest my state, space, powers intensely. Make yourself available for every session. Nothing else is needed. Just make yourself available. Anyone makes yourself available. I'll make myself available to you. All the words I am uttering are mantra. I am not going to give you any teaching. I am not going to give you any technique. I am just directly uttering every word which is mantra to manifest in your being. I am manifesting Paramashiva, myself completely, so your brain can mirror these neuron activities. Understand?
And you can also watch this beautiful sharing of how a devotee received the Kalabhairava footprint on his head as a blessing. You can watch that on YouTube when you get a moment.
In that आइए
So all of us want to live without pain and suffering in our lives. We want to live as Kalabhairava, denying the existence of pain and suffering. However, we all have a question. Is it possible for me? How long will it take for me to realize this? I have tried this before, but have not been successful. Is there an instant way for me to manifest this and experience this truth? Does Hinduism offer a solution that is instant and immediate? The good news is yes, Hinduism does provide an instant way to experience Kalabhairava. The great news is you are going to learn the sacred science here and now. So now let us understand the technique to manifest Kalabhairava instantly. So every action in the universe becomes an independent energy. Every action done in this cosmos becomes an independent energy. For example, Paramashiva blessed Brahma with Paramashivoham experience by removing Brahma's ego, cutting up Brahma's fifth head. That action became an independent energy. That is what is called Kalabhairava. Paramashiva destroyed the ego of Daksha. That action became an independent energy called Virabhadra. And Paramashiva did the action of begging from the rishis to teach them a lesson, to take their pride away. That action became Bhikshadana. And Paramashiva destroyed a demon who was hiding in the form of an elephant. That action became the independent deity Gaja Samharamurti. And Paramashiva danced in the ecstasy. And that action became Nataraja. And Paramashiva saved Markandeya from death. And that action became the independent deity Kala. Every action of Paramashiva's energy, the ultimate energy, becomes one deity. When you connect with those independent intelligences, those deities, whatever you want immediately happens. Immediate results can be achieved by connecting with those deities, and you will be able to simply manifest what you want. And the Shastra Brahmana for this immediate manifestation of your desires from the Bhagavad Gita translates, those who long for the result of an action worship with rites the divine energies, for in this mortal world, the success of an action comes immediately. So connect to the deity to manifest what you want. Any result, the divine energies that are the embodiment of those specific principles. If you want to conquer your ego, then worship Kalabhairava. So one of the most easiest, sweetest ways to worship Kalabhairava is offering your gratitude in the form of the various offerings. So do stay tuned for this next segment where you will understand some of the various offerings and ornaments that you can make for Kalabhairava, Bhagavan Kalabhairava. So we'll be entering into the offering segment very shortly.
Nithyananda, welcome back. And now we'll be looking at the various ornaments of Bhagwan Kalabhairava, the traditional offerings to Bhagwan Kalabhairava, as we get ready to receive the Darshan and blessings. In the Hindu tradition, the tradition of offering our toe time, whenever we receive darshan of the divine, it is a custom that consists of the pure gift of love, devotion, and oneness of the devotee, offering his sacred sentiments to the divine, the Guru. And when the divine accepts what one offers, the offering becomes complete. These offerings are not made out of fear or greed, they are an expression of the pure, sacred sentiments of the devotee, a celebration of the happening of the divine in their lives. And when an avatar lands, the offerings are purely a part of the grand Leela played out only for the purpose of enlightenment. So today, as part of the traditional offerings to Bhagwan Kalabhairava, the first offering of the Sankalpa chanting, the conscious resolution, and this verse from the Rig Veda, second verse of Shiva Sankalpa, Yena Karmanya Paso Manishino Yagne Krinvanti Vidateshu Dhiraha Yada Purvam Ikshman Prajanam Tanme Manaha Shiva Sankalpamastu. The translation of this verse, it says, the means by which a man who wants to do good, whose senses are stilled, and who is wise and diligent becomes proficient in yajnas and other karmas established by the Shastras, and also that which is the principal and most revered of the means of knowledge. My mind, may you have good intentions. And this is from the Rig Veda. So you can make the offering of the Sankalpa chanting, the conscious resolution at the feet of the divine. And this is a sacred and conscious act of aligning our strained mind into empowering our declarations with the auspicious will, power, and manifesting energy of the divine to manifest our intentions into reality for living an enlightened lifestyle. So today, as you get ready for the darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava, you can make these traditional offerings to Bhagavan Kalabhairava. So the Sankalpa chanting and the E-Hundi offerings is the next traditional offering. And in the Kalabhairava Ashtakam, this verse from the Kalabhairava Ashtakam describes the glory of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. Let us look at this verse. भानुकोटि भास्वरं भवाब्धि तारकं परं नीलकण्ठमीप्सितार्थदायकं त्रिलोचनं कालकालमम्बुजाक्षमक्षशूलमक्षरं काशिकापुराधिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे. The translation of this verse. Salutations to Sri Kalabhairava, who has the brilliance of a million suns, who rescues us from the ocean of worldly existence, and who is supreme, three-eyed one with blue throat, who bestows us with worldly prosperity which we wish, the lotus-eyed one who is the death of the death and takes us beyond death, and with the undefeatable trident that supports the three worlds. Salutations to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, who is the ruler of the temple city of Kashi. So this is the verse that contemplates on the glory of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. And today, as we get ready to receive the darshan, we can make the offerings of the E-Hundi in multiple currencies and in any amount of your choice. The traditional amounts of hundi offering are just amounts in the Hindu tradition are $101, $251, $501, and $751. So you can make any of these offerings. You can also offer any amount of your choice. So you can make the E-Hundi offerings on the website www.kailasamela.com/sevas. The next offering to Bhagavan Kalabhairava is the offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja. Kala means black or time, and Bhairava means the terrifying one. Kalabhairava is depicted in the scriptures to be having a dark complexion and to be terrific towards all negative forces. Kalabhairava is the ruler of time. He takes care of the maintenance of the dharma, the honesty and authenticity. Kalabhairava is the deity of esoteric powers. Kalabhairava rules the nervous system in the human body, and he blesses the devotees with the healing of all of the nervous disorders. The power and compassion of Kalabhairava is such that the feet dust of Kalabhairava itself can liberate people and bestow enlightenment on the devotees. And in the Guru Paduka Stotram, this verse written by Adi Shankaracharya. This verse says, Kavitva Varashini Sagarabhyam Daurbhagya Davam Buddhamalikabyam Durikrita Namra Vipatikabhyam Namo Namah Shri Guru Padukabhyam. The translation of this verse, it says, Salutations and salutations to the sandals of my beloved Guru, which is the ocean of knowledge resembling the full moon, which is the water which puts out the fire of misfortunes and which removes distresses of those who bow down before it. So you can make the offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, manifesting through the Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and be blessed with all the auspiciousness and blessings that are showered on the devotee by Bhagavan Kalabhairava and Guru, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. The offering of the Pratyaksha Pada Puja is the most traditional and sacred ritualistic offering of gratitude from disciple to Guru. And you can make this offering today, www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. The next offering to Bhagavan Kalabhairava is the Jata Alankara Seva, and you can make the a sacred turban or alankara, the decoration offering of the sacred turban of the Jatas. And this verse on Bhagavan Kalabhairava describes his form. It says, Raktajwala Jadhadharam Shashiyutam Raktanga Tejomayam Asthe Shula Kapala Pashadamarum Lokasya Rakshakaram. The translation of this verse: Salutations to the controller of all elements of existence, Lord Bhairava, he who wears the red flames as his matted hair jatas, who wears the moon, who shines in red color, who holds a drum, a spear, skull, rope, and mace in his hands. So you can make the offering of the Jata Alankara Seva to Bhagavan Kalabhairava on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And you can make this offering of the Jata Alankara Seva as your offering of pure love and devotion to Guru, who manifests as Kalabhairava and protects the disciples' journey and path to enlightenment. And the next offering to Bhagavan Kalabhairava is the offering of the Vastra Alankara Seva, which is the offering of the sacred cloth. And this verse from the Kalabhairava Ashtakam by Adi Shankaracharya further describes the glory of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. It says, Deva Raja Sevyamana Pavanangri Pankajam Vyala Yagnya Sutram Indu Shekaram Kripakaram. The translation of this verse: Salutations to he who is praised by sage Narada and other yogis, and the one who is Digambara, clothed by the sky, signifying that he is ever free. Salutations to Bhagavan Kalabhairava, who is the supreme god, ruler and protector of the temple of Kashi. We can make the offering of the Vastra Seva, the sacred cloth, as an offering of pure love and devotion to Guru, who manifests as Bhagavan Kalabhairava and travels along with the disciple in his or her journey and path to enlightenment in every step. You can make this offering of the Vastra Alankara Seva on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. And next we have the significance of the divine element of gold in the Hindu tradition. Various ornaments and offerings to the divine are made in the sacred element of gold. The gold is used in abundance in all of the rituals and worship, and is mentioned in all the scriptures as a special element for the rituals and worship. So let us look at this verse which describes the significance of the divine element of gold. This verse from Atharva Veda. It says, Tredajutam janmanedam hiranyam agnerekam priyatamam babhuva somasyaikyam insitasya parapatata apamekam veda samreta ahutatte hiranyam trividastvai vishe. The translation of this verse: triply born by birth is this gold. From the atoms of Agni is one. It becomes dearest to Agni. One fell away from the Soma when it was heard. One they called the seed of virtues and powerful Apa, the watery molecules. Let that triple gold be for your long life. Gold is a divine element. It purifies anything it touches. It is an element of great spiritual significance and spiritual power of healing and enlightening. The vibration of gold has the power to infuse sattva energy and positive thought currents in anyone who wears it and in anyone who sees or operates in its vicinity. So here we have the summary of the various offerings. So you can make the offerings of the e-hundi in any of the auspicious amounts if you would like to offer these specific amounts which are considered sacred and auspicious in the Hindu tradition. Just the amount of $51, $101, $251, $501, or $751. Or you can also offer any amount of your choice and in any currency, in multiple currencies. So you can choose any currency that you would wish to offer in. And you can make the e-hundi offerings on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. So now let us look at the website where you can make these traditional offerings to Bhagwan Kalabhairava. So you can click on the link on step 2 on the website www.kailasamailer.com/sevas. You can click on the link on step 2 to make the traditional offerings of the ornaments or sevas. And you can also click on the link for e-hundi to make the offerings of e-hundi, which can be offered in multiple currencies and in any amount of your choice. The e-hundi offerings can be made in multiple currencies of US dollars, Australian dollars, New Zealand dollars, Canadian dollars, euros, Indian rupees, Singaporean dollars, Malaysian ringgits, Great Britain pound, and the Chinese yen. And you can make this offering in any amount of your choice. And the traditional offerings of the ornaments and sevas to Bhagwan Kalabhairava can be made on this website, where you can offer the various traditional ornaments, and also puja, the Sankalpa chanting, the Vastra Seva, and also the various ornaments which are traditionally offered in gold. We can also offer the Jata Alankara Seva and the various ornaments and items of worship which can be offered in the sacred element of gold. So you can make any of these offerings of the e-hundi or the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, the Vastra Seva, the Jata Alankara Seva or any of the traditional offerings of ornaments and items of worship. You can make all of these traditional offerings on the website www.kailasamela.com/sevas. And with that, now let us move to the next segment where we'll be learning more about Bhagwan Kalabhairava and getting ready for the Bhavasamadhi Darshan of Bhagwan Kalabhairava himself. So let's now get ready for the next session. Nithyananda, welcome back. And now let us get ready to receive the Miss Nithyananda, welcome back, and we apologize for the technical glitch. So now we'll learn more about the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, the science of Bhavasamadhi Darshan, as we get ready to receive the Darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. Bhavasamadhi Darshan is not an event in space and time. Rather, Darshan happens at the moment when we are lifted. Bhava is defined as directing and activating the emotional and spiritual energy that is created through meditation on the avatar. And during Bhavasamadhi Darshan, our neurons mirror that of the avatar. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has explained in several discourses, satsangs, the science of through the mirror neurons. The mirror neurons activate and process all the observed movements or information of the avatar just by seeing and without the physical act of imitation. That is, our entire body silently and without movement recreates what is happening distances far away, experiencing the superconscious energy radiated by the avatar. The science of Bhavasamadhi Darshan knows no distance. It's a phenomenon modern science is just discovering and terms as quantum tunneling. Our thoughts per second reduces significantly and we relax into the space beyond thoughts or thoughtlessness, becoming mentally at ease in coexisting dimensions beyond duality, where we and the divine become one, unconditioned by the parameters of time and space. So let us now understand the science of Bhavasamadhi Darshan. Bhagavan Krishna has described Bhavasamadhi Darshan, and he says when Krishna once saw his own extraordinary sweetness reflected in a jeweled wall, he was amazed and he said, "How unprecedented and astonishing is this deep and indescribable sweetness of mine. Alas, when I see it, even I become greedy to enjoy its sweetness, just like Radhika. When I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it, but I can't. And after due consideration, I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika." Bhavasamadhi Darshan is the science of Nijavatar, the Nijavatara, manifesting Paramashiva, the consciousness or formless expresses the being of Paramashiva through Divya Sharira, the light body, and manifests as Nijavatara, the physical form or embodied form for us to experience Paramashiva. Here you can see the various manifestations of the divine through the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, where Devi Parashakti expresses through the being of Rajarajeshwari and manifests as Nijavatara in the physical form of Devi Meenakshi. Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses through the being of Subramanya and manifests as Nijavatara in the physical form of Bhagavan Muruga. Bhagavan Paramashiva expresses the being of Arunagiri Yogeshwara and manifests as the Nijavatara, the physical form, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Bhagavan Parandama expresses the being of Mahavishnu and manifests as the Nijavatara in the physical form as Bhagavan Krishna. The Archavatara, the deity, reflects the consciousness and manifestation, the being of the superconscious energy. But human beings are not mature enough to receive the higher level experiences from the Avatara directly. The Avatara, the physical embodied form, comes down to bridge the gap and create the experience of superconscious energy in all of us. When we have the Bhavasamadhi Darshan of the Nija Avatara manifesting beings of various dimensions of Paramashiva, the auspicious components and the powerfulness of those dimensions of Paramashiva are awakened in us. The dimension of Paramashiva manifesting in the Nijavatara, for us to experience the same, is Bhavasamadhi Darshan. Bhavasamadhi Darshan is the direct experience of causeless bliss. During Bhavasamadhi Darshan, our being comes alive and celebrates the energy wave of existence. Our very muscles learn to imbibe and radiate Paramashiva. Bhavasamadhi Darshan is like a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. And even without much effort from our side, our very biomemory awakens to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness during Bhavasamadhi Darshan. To have a glimpse of, having the darshan of an avatar cleanses the karmas of lifetimes and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us. Gratitude enables the reflection of consciousness on all levels, physical, psychological, and ultimately conscious level. Darshan meditation as a preparation helps us to fall into the space of gratitude, and it is during that time we drop conscious resolutions to Satya Sankalpa of anything we want or need in our life. Be ready to reflect the consciousness of Paramashiva. That is all you need to manifest the best for your life and lives of people around you. And the right context to have during the Bhavasamadhi Darshan, to receive the Bhavasamadhi Darshan. Understand this context that I know you are the source of everything. You are everything, and you are in the embodied form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and you are in this body. You are the source for both. Let me connect with you. Let you reveal yourself to me. Let me be in the Bhava Samadhi of you. And now you can take a few minutes to set up for the Panchopachara Puja. We can offer the sandalwood paste or powder, the flowers, the incense stick, the lamp, and the food offering that you have ready to offer to Bhagwan Kalabhairava, the Naivedya. So you can set up your Panchopachara Puja and let us get ready to receive the Bhavasamadhi Darshan of Bhagwan Kalabhairava. So now, let us now prepare our Panchopachara Puja kit and prepare to receive the Darshan of Bhagwan Kalabhairava.
Now let's enter into the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has blessed the Paramashiva Dhyana mantra as an initiation, as a diksha, which transmits energies, experiences to the receivers in the form of mantras. The Paramashiva Dhyana mantra is a diksha, is the mantra diksha, an initiation. Just like how an avatar transmits shaktis just by a touch, sparsha, or by a look, nayana, similarly the avatar births himself in the form of mantras which encompasses all his shaktis, energies, and transmits those shaktis to the devotees. Anyone to whom this mantra is chanted from the space of devotion, oneness, and deep restful awareness, that person is bestowed with health and well-being, wealth, abundance, and prosperity, love, and fulfilling relationship
enormous growth and success in business, job, and finances, a complete and a fulfilled life manifest without any types of doshas, sins, evil eyes, or obstacles leading to a long, healthy, and a blissful life.
With the grace and blessings of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Kailasa's Department of Human Services, and Kailasa's Department of Legion and Worship is offering the Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra prayer service on behalf of each and every one of you today to the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava, to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Today, we are going to be offering the Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra to Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava, embodied himself through the Nija Avatara, for each and every one of you to experience healing of your health issues, healing of psychological stress and anxiety, for you to be healed out of all your addictions, moving out of depression, for you to move out of your pain patterns, for you to have improved career, a breakthrough in career, for you to have healing in all your relationships, especially with spouse, family, and profession, for you to have a breakthrough in wealth dimension, for you to attract abundance and prosperity, for you to have protection from natural disasters and man-made calamities, for each and every one of you to be free from all of your insecurities.
We also offer our prayers to Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava for the Atma Shanti of all the beings that lost their lives due to the pandemic. We are also praying to Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava for all the beings that lost life due to the various natural calamities, including the recent floods in various parts of India, the landslides in Nepal. We are also praying for the protection of Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava for all the people, all the lives that were affected due to the pandemic and due to the flood and landslides that have just happened. We are also praying for you to be protected from these natural calamities and for the protection of Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava to always be with you. We are praying to Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava so that you, your family, and your next generation can have the complete grace and blessings of Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava. And you will be able to live without the pain and suffering. We are praying so that you can realize the ultimate truth that no pain exists and no suffering exists. So that you can experience your bio memory to be completely healed away from that life called pain and experience that Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava space and manifesting the space of Kalabhairava. We pray to Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava so that you can be blessed, showered with Guru Bhakti, and for the grace, blessings, and protection of Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, to always be with you. Now, let us all enter into the Paramashiva Dhyana Mantra.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Hrim Nithyanandaya Namaha. Om Ham Om Shivaya Namaha. Om Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Triguna Rahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami.
I surrender to that Sadguru whose eternal bliss, the bestower of supreme happiness, the one whose embodiment of wisdom, who is beyond duality, who is omnipresent, to whom the supreme goal is giving the enlightenment experience, who is eternal, pure and unshakable, who is a silent spectator of all thought process, emotions, who is without the three qualities called sattva, rajas and tamas. When you make a conscious resolution in the presence of the power of the sankalpa itself will deliver the experience and manifest your reality.
Om Mamopata Samasta Duritakshaya Dwara Bhagavati Nithyananda Paramashiva Prityatam. I am taking this conscious resolution today for destroying all my karmas and sins, and in order to please Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Asya Devadevasya Mahadevasya Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayakasya, who is the God of all gods, who is the greatest of gods, the Lord of universes and multiverses, who is the Lord of the cosmos, Sakala Jagat Srishti Sthiti Samharati Robhava Nugrahakyasya, the one who does the cosmic actions of creation, sustenance, rejuvenation, pulling out of delusion and liberation. Adi Madhyantarahitasya Prameya Parakramasya Tattvata Gocharasya, the one who is the beginning, middle and end, the one who is immeasurable. Akara Ukara Makaratmaka Pranavatmakasya Vrishabharunasya Mahadevasya Kamikaadivatulanta Mahadantrakya Shaiva Gamaswarupasya Sakala Nigama Gamaswarupasya Shuddhadvaita Shaiva Swarupasya Nithyananda Padastasya Nithyananda Swarupasya Shuddha Satchidananda Vigrahasya Rupa Rupatitasya Sakala Nishkala Swarupasya Nitya Niranjana Niramaya Nirvikara Akhanda Visheshanasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatara Bhutasya Sarvadeva Devi Sarupasya Bhagavataha Shri Nithyananda Paramashivasya Cha Prityatham. Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanaha Dvitiya Pararde Shri Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasatamanvantare Ashtavimshati Tame Nitya Yuge Prathame Pade Jambo Dvipe Bharata Varshe Bharata Khande Meroho Dakshine Parshve Shakabde Asmin Vartamane Vyavaharike Prabhavadinam Shashtyaha Samvatsarana Madhye Shubhanama Samvatsare Shubhayane Shubharitau Shubhamase Shubhapakshe Shubhatitau Shubhavasara Yuktayam Shubhanakshatra Shubhayoga Shubhakarana Evam Guna Visheshena Vishishtayam Asyam Shubhaditau. During this auspicious time, during the second half of the lifetime of Lord Brahma, during the Kalpa called Shvetavaraha, during the regime of Vaivasvata Manu, the first quarter of the Yuga called Nitya Yuga, in the island called Jambu, in the continent called Bharata Varsha, in the Indian subcontinent called Bharata Khanda, in the southern side of the Mount Meru, in the Shaka era. During this auspicious year, which is one of the set of 60 years, which is in practice of which Prabhava is the first year, in the auspicious Ayana, in the auspicious season, in the auspicious month, in the auspicious Paksha, on the auspicious Tithi, on the auspicious day, during the auspicious Nakshatra, auspicious Yoga, and auspicious Karana, during such an auspicious moment, Adi Kailase, Kalpavrikshasya Daha Nithyananda Nagare, Smrita Smritana, Muktidayake, Mahakshetre. Now we request all the participants, whether you're offering this for yourself or for someone else. If you're offering for a male, kindly Namadheyasya. Now we request all the participants, they're offering this mantra for yourself or for someone else. If you're offering for a female, kindly chant the female names. Namnyaha cha yagamana namavayoho sahakutumbana bandhuvarganam dayadivarganam mitravarganam sodaravarganam samesham. For all those who are participants who send me with their families, relatives, inheritors, friends, brothers and everyone,
सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थम
सर्वमंगलवाप्त्यर्थम उत्तरोत्तरणवच्छिन्न स्थिरलक्ष्मी प्राप्त्यर्थम always let there be all types of good and auspiciousness, always let there be unbroken deep flow of abundance, prosperity and wealth. कुटुम्बे सर्वेषां सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थम
चिंतित मनोरथवाप्त्यर्थम that the
The
family
family
always
always
have
have
all
all
kinds
kinds
of
of
auspiciousness and anything
auspiciousness
is desired be fulfilled. Samesham adhivyadi nivrityartam samesham shiradipada paryantam vidyamananam sameshu angeshu janita janishyamana सकलविध नानाविध रोगाणां व्यपोहार्थं तद्वारा रोगदृढगात्रवपो सिद्ध्यर्थं. Let all the chronic diseases be healed. Let all kinds of diseases and disorders in the body, starting from head till toe,
which has occurred or which is yet to occur in various parts of the body be healed.
Let a strong diseases, healthy, handsome and graceful body be obtained.
समेषां परैकर्तृभिश्च कृतकरिष्यमान सकलविध मन्त्र तन्त्र यन्त्र
विषचूर्णाभिचार
स्तम्भन मारण उच्चाटन
विद्वेषण वशीकरणादि मान्त्रिक प्रयोगेभ्यः रक्षण प्राप्त्यर्थं तद्वारा
सर्वाभीष्ट सिद्ध्यर्थम.
Let the protection be obtained from all the evil effects of the acts performed by people, either in the past or yet to be performed in the future, through the use of mantras, tantras, yantras, poisonous pills, employing spells for malevolent purposes like making a person immobile, killing a person through vomiting, diarrhea, upsetting, ruining health, poisoning, hypnotizing, etc. Apamrityu doshana nivrityartam, kala mrityu, akala mrityu, durmrityu nivrityartam.
Let all the doshas of living related death like destined death,
unnatural death, fatal death be removed.
समेषां अंतर्दृष्टि बहिर्दृष्टि क्रूर दृष्टि व्यापार दृष्टि अनुकूल दृष्टि प्रतिकूल दृष्टि इत्यादि
सकलविध दृष्ट दोष निवृत्त्यर्थम. Let all the effects of evil eyes from known and unknown sources, effects of cruelty filled eyes, evil eyes of business enemies, effects of evil eyes of the people who may project as if they are well wishers, and the effects of evil eyes of the people who are against our well-being be removed. समेषाम् अंतःशत्रु बहिःशत्रु क्रूरशत्रु व्यापारशत्रु अनुकूलशत्रु प्रतिकूलशत्रु इत्यादि सकल शत्रु बाधा निवृत्त्यर्थम. Let all the effects of the inner enemies, outer enemies, fears enemies, business enemies, enemies who project themselves as enemies who work against our well-being be removed. अनादि अविद्या वासनया प्रवर्तमाने अस्मिन् महति संसार चक्रे विचित्राभिः कर्मगतिभिः विचित्रासु योनिषु पुनः पुनः अनेकधा जनित्वा. From time immemorial, due to ignorance, we get caught in the vast cycle of birth and death. Due to the effects of our action, we take birth again and again in various bodies, which is quite strange. Kenapi punya karma visheshena bhagavatah Nithyananda Paramashivam parimitaya kripaya idanintana manushya janma praptavatam.
Yet due to some good action with extreme and immeasurable compassion and grace of Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, we have been blessed with a human body.
समेषामिह जन्मनि पूर्वजन्मनि जन्म जन्मान्तरेषु सर्वैः कृतानां शिवनिन्दा देवी निन्दा गुरुनिन्दा दोषव्यपोहार्थं शिवापराध देव्यप.
Any kind of abuse we may have done to Paramashiva, Parashakti and Guru in the present birth, past birth, or in any of the births we removed, any kinds of crimes or offences committed against Paramashiva, Parashakti and Guru be removed. Brahma Hatya Surapana Swarnasteya Guru Talpagamana Tatsansargakya Panchamahapatapadi Samasta Papa Vetiriktartam.
That the 5 great sins like killing a Brahman, drinking prohibited alcohol, stealing gold, having illicit relationship with Guru's wife, one's own mother, elder sister, and other such motherly figures, and associating with those people who have committed one or the other mentioned sins be removed. Apicha sarvai balye vayasi kaumare yauvane vardhakye cha. That all the karmic effects of action done as a child, adolescent, youth, and as an old age person, jagrat, swapna, sushupti, avasthasu, that all the karmic effects of action done in the wakeful dream and deep sleep state, karmendriya, jnanendriya, vyaparaihi, sambhavitanam, Let all the sins done through karmendriyas, that is the five organs which perform action like speech, hands, feet, excreting and reproductive organs, and jnanendriyas, that is the five organs which receive information like ears, eyes, nose, tongue and skin. Rahasyakritaanam, prakashakritanam, atipatakanam, upapatakanam, sankalikarananam, malinikarananam, apatrikarananam, dhati bhramshakanam, prakivitanam, evam navanam, navavidhanam, bahunam, bahuvidhanam, Sarvesham papanam sadhyaha. That the sins which are done openly or secretly, the greatest of the great sins, minor of the minor sins, multiple sins, sin like raping a woman, undeserved by sin of destroying the caste system, narrow-minded sins, such 9 types of sins and 9 sins, more types of sins and more sins be removed immediately and instantly. Apanodana dvara samastamam Shiva Bhakti, Devi Bhakti, Guru Bhakti Siddhyatam, Paramashivatva, Paramashiva Paramashiva Shakti Siddhyatam. Through the removal of sins, let us be showered with all auspiciousness, and let Paramashiva Bhakti, Devi Bhakti, Guru Bhakti be obtained. Let the state of Paramashiva, space of Paramashiva, and powers of Paramashiva be obtained. Kutumbe Sarvada Sanmangala Praptyartam Anyonya Prema Vivrityartam Purnatva Siddhyartam Sarva Panivrityartam. Let the whole family always be showered with all the auspiciousness. Let mutual love bloom among all the people. Let completion happen. Let all the mishap be removed. Shipraroghyavaptyartam Ayurvivridyartam Purnatva Siddhyartam. Let healthy body be obtained immediately and instantly. And let longevity be bestowed. व्यापारे उद्योगे च सर्वजनवशीकरणार्थं तद्वारा उन्नतोन्नतस्थानप्राप्त्यर्थं. Let your charisma impress everyone in business and job, and through that let you earn the best of the best positions. बहुधन सौख्य प्राप्त्यर्थं गृह कनक पशुपुत्र पौत्र धन धान्य सौख्य प्राप्त्यर्थं. Let extremely wealthy and happy life happen. Let various wealth be showered upon the form of house, gold, cattle, children, grandchildren, money, grains, and all the comforts related to worldly life. आदित्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणां अनुकूल्यता सिद्ध्यर्थं आदित्यादीनां नवानां ग्रहाणां दोषपीडा निवारणार्थं. Let all the malefic effects of the 9 planets be removed, and let auspiciousness be bestowed by the grace of all the 9 planets. भूम्यन्तरिक्षे विद्यमान भूत प्रेत पिशाच राक्षस ब्रह्म राक्षस वेताल कूष्मांड डाकिनी शाकिनी इत्यादि सर्वारिष्ट निवारणार्थं. Let all the evil effects that cause calamities on planet Earth, like the evil effects from various demonic beings like Bhuta, Preta, dead people, Pishacha, demon, Rakshasa, Brahma Rakshasa, Vetala, ghost, Kushmanda, class of demons, Dakini, little devil, Shakini, kind of female demon be removed. मनोव्याकुलता निवारणार्थं. Let the mental confusion and worry be removed. प्रारब्धे कर्मणि करिष्यमाणे कर्मणि आदिदैविक आदिभौतिक आध्यात्मिक विघ्न निवारणार्थं. Let all the obstacles be removed with regard to actions done or going to be done relating to God, world and spirituality. समस्त निवारणार्थं धनलक्ष्मी धान्यलक्ष्मी संतानलक्ष्मी सौभाग्यलक्ष्मी विद्यालक्ष्मी शौर्यलक्ष्मी नीललक्ष्मी विजयलक्ष्मी इत्यादि अष्टलक्ष्मी परिपूर्ण कृपा कटाक्ष सिद्ध्यर्थं. Let all the loans be removed. Let all the Ashtalakshmis like Dhanalakshmi, wealth, Dhanilakshmi, food and grain, Santanalakshmi, offspring, Saubhagyalakshmi, fortune, Vidyalakshmi, knowledge, Shauralakshmi, bravery, Veeralakshmi, heroism, Vijayalakshmi, success be showered upon. Parikshasu, Unnatastane, Vijaya Praptyartam, Sarva Vidya Parangata Siddhyartam, Medha Shakti, Grahana Shakti Abhividyartam. Let the top rank be obtained in the examinations. Let all the excellence be acquired in all the fields of knowledge. Let the memory, power, understanding, ability be increased. इत्यादि सकलविध सन्मंगलानि गुरुकृपा कटाक्षेन प्राप्त्यर्थं. By the grace of the Guru, let all the above auspiciousness be showered upon. Shri Kailasonatha Dvadashanta Shamala Pitaarudha. Shri means the one who has ascended the Madrayalin and the Shamala Peetam. The Peetam established by Devi Meenakshi in the incarnation of Shamala Devi, which is the supreme place of Kailasa, where Paramashiva resides and rules the whole cosmos and Kailasa. Shri Meenakshi Sundareshwara Bhinna Swarupa Parashya Putra Ratna Kumara. The one who is not different from Meenakshi Sundareshwara, the most beloved son of Paramashiva, the young boy. Guru Manitulyavatara Shri Parvati Sanyapana Labdha Divya Jnana Vishuddha Sapranikama Gamasara Putra Dravida Veda Pravatre. The young boy who is a gem among gurus, unequaled avatar. The one who received enlightenment by drinking the breast milk of Devi Parvati, the author of the famous Dravida Vedams, the essence of all the Vedas and Agamas. Srimad Paramashiva Karuna Samadhikata Mukta Mayutrashayana Giyamana Chakra Chamara Shri Chinna Kahaladi Samasta Birida Valyalantrika Jnana Vijnana Chakravarti. Sarvajan, the one who is adorned by the quadrangular palanquin made of pearl, received by the grace of Paramashiva, adorned by the musical instruments, umbrella and chamvaram, the sacred symbols of worship, etc. Oh,
सर्वजन संग सद्यो निर्वाण दीक्षा व्यापवर्ग वर्ष विष्ठान जीमूत परमत कलभ केसरी the shoverer of the day, mukti and immutable state of enlightenment, immediately by Nirvana Diksha to all people, the one who creates, lives, protecting, leader, roaring lion and trumpeting young elephant for the religions, the Stapanacharya, Shri Raja Diraja Pandey Maharaj Guru, Shapana Shakshadi Mahandakara Nivarana Jnana Bhanu, Dikshana Narhar Dvajo Chedana Purvaka Srimad Rishabhadvaja Stapaka Shaiva Samaya Katre, the one who is the ruler of the Sarvajña Pita, the seat of omniscience, the oath avatar with such above mentioned attributes, the Guru of the whole world, Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Swami, Appar Sundara Manikya Swami, O the ruler of the kingdom of enlightenment, the Shamala Pita Mahasamastana, which was revived by Jnana Sambandha Swami, O the one who ascended the seat of omniscience, the 293rd Guru Mahasannidhana, Arunagiri Yogeshwara Paramparaga, Arunachala Sarvajña Pita Guru Mahasannidhana, the one who ascended the seat of Arunachala Sarvajña Pita, in the lineage of Arunagiri Yogeshwara, Kailasa Paramparaga, Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajña Pita, the Resident Chadutra Guru Mahasannidhana, the one who ascended the seat of Kanchi Kailasa Sarvajña Pita, 233rd fount of Guru Mahasannidhana, in the lineage of Kailasa, Nitya Mangala Nitya Kalyana Trista, Kailasa Paramparaga, Adi Kailasa Nithyananda Pita, Mahasamastana, Mahasimhasana Pita Kartre, the creator of the Nithyananda Pita, Mahasamastana, Mahasimhasana Pita, which is eternally celebrating auspicious festival and having the attractive energy of enriching Sakshat Shri Paramashiva Samudbhuta Kailasa Paramparagata Vaivasvata Manishwa Parishchandra Bhagirath Shri Ramachandra Surasena Ityadi Anavachinna Sarvabhauma Chakravarti Paramparagata Chatushashti Yogini Vandita Chatushashti Sampradaya Pravartaka Manudharma Shasana Surya Vamsha Prapta Sarvajña Pita Surangi Samrajya Murdha Abhishekta Chudamani Sakshat Shri Paramashiva Samudbhuta Kapila Mahaguru Punaradhrita Mahanirvani Pita Ashtotra Sasya Shri Mahamandaleshwara, the 1008 Shri Mahamandaleshwara of Mahanirvani Pita, established by Bhagavan Paramashiva himself and revived by sage Kapila, Sakshat Shri Paramashiva Simhasana Abhishekta Samasta Ganayaka Shri Mahaganapati Samarambha Anavachinna Pitadishwara Guru Parampara Prapta Atala Pita Ashtotra Sahasratam Ashtotra Sahasrashti Atala Pitadishwara Dharma Mukti Swarga Puraswarna Pita Vimsha Guru Mahasannidhana, the 23rd Guru Mahasannidhana of Dharma Mukti Swarga Puraswarna Pita Kailasa Paramparaga Adi Pita Sarvajña Pita Jagat Guru, the Jagat Guru of Adi Pita Sarvajña Pita in the lineage of Kailasa, Shri Kailasa Punarudharaka Shri Kailasa Paramacharya Shrimad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Varya Satchidananda Pranavaswarupa Shrotriya Brahmanishta Shrimad Jagat Guru Shri Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swami Nam Tityartham Tesham Padarvindayoho Bhakti Siddhyartham Guru Kripa Kataksha Siddhyartham Kshema Stairya Virya Vijayura Rogya Aishwaryanam Abhiruddhyartham Dharmartha Kama Moksha Durida Pala Purushartha Siddhyartham Samasta Duridopashantyartham Samasta Mangalavaptyartham Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Prasadena Sakutumbasya Jnana Vairagya Jivan Mukti Praptyartham Cha Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivasya Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatara Bhutasya Sarvadeva Devi Swarupasya Bhagavatah Shri Nithyananda Paramashivasya Chatyana Shodashopachara Sarvopachara Archanaradhana Pujam Prarthanam Karishye. Om Anandagandhanilaya Namaha, Om Bhavarogaveshajaya Namaha, Om Kalpatarave Namaha, Om Pashupataye Namaha, Om Pashvimochakaya Namaha, Om Ipsitapaladayakaya Namaha, Om Bhagyavritti Parivartakaya Namaha, Om Madhivyad Vinashakaya Namaha, Om Samasta Kalyana Gunanvitaya Namaha, Om Vidadipurishaya Namaha, Om Shri Kailasapataye Namaha, Om Shivashaktaika Swarupaya Namaha, Om Hri Nithyanandaya Namaha, Om Ham Ham Shivaya Namaha, Om Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashivaya Namaha, Om Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Avatara Bhuta Sarvadeva Devi Swarupaya Srila Shri Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashiva Shri Jnana Sambandha Deshika Paramacharya Swami Namaha. Om Nithyanandam. Now, in the same space, settle down. The deep meditative space to receive the darshan of Bhagavan Kalabhairava.
Sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line.
Remember, today, the grace and blessings of Bhagavan Kalabhairava, you are going to be experiencing and manifesting the space of Kalabhairavoham. I am Kalabhairava. You're going to manifest in that space today. So sit with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line and just chant Mahamba. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. slowly. Please open your eyes. Let us now enter into Panchopachara Puja. Please take some sunlit paste in your hands and offer it to Bhagavan Kalabhairava along with the mantra. Om Gandhadvaran Duran Darshan Nityapushtankahishini Ishwari Gum Sarva Bhutanam Tamihopahvaye Shriyam Gandhan Dharayami. The next is the offering of Pushpam, fragrant flowers. Now please take some flowers smeared with sandal paste in your hands and offer the flowers to Bhagavan Kalabhairava along with the mantra. Yopam pushpam veda pushpavan prajavan pashaman bhavati chandrama vapam pushpam pushpavan prajavan pashaman bhavati yayevam veda yopamayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati pushpai pujayami. The next is the offering of dhupa, the lit incense sticks. Now please take the lit incense sticks in your hands and slowly wave it towards Bhagavan Kalabhairava along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Dhurasi Dhurvantam Dhurvatayyo Osman Dhuratitam Dhurvayam Dhurvamastam Devanamasi Sasnitamam Papritamam Jushtatamam Vannitamam Devahutamamritamasir Havardhanam Trigumasvamatva Mitrasya Tva Chakshasha Prekshe Bherma Samvikta Matva Higumsisham Dhupamagrapayami. The next is the offering of Deepa, the lit lamp. Now please take the lit lamp in your hands and slowly wave it towards Bhagavan Kalabhairava along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Uddipya Sajata Vedhopagnetam Mama Pashuguschamahyamavaha Jivanam Chatisho Disha Manohigum Sijata Vedho Kamashvam Purusham Jagat Abhipradagna Agahi Shriyama Paripataya Deepam Darshayami. The next is the offering of Naivedyam, the food offering. Now please take out the near water and hover it clockwise over the Naivedyam and offer the water to Bhagavan Kalabhairava along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Madhuvatartayate Madhuksharanti Sindhavaha Madhvina Santoshadhihi Madhunaktamutoshasi Madhumatparti Bhagam Rajaha Madhutyorastuna Pita Madhumano Vanaspatir Madhumagum Astu Suryaha Madhvirgavo Bhavantunaha Madhu 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 Naivedyam Nivedayami. The next is offering of Arati. Now please take Arati in your hands and slowly wave it towards Bhagavan Kalabhairava along with the mantra, and please ring the bell as you do so. Om Rajadhirajaya Prasanya Sahine Namo Vayam Vai Shravanaya Kurmahe Same Kamaka Makamaya Mahyam Kameshwaro Vai Shravano Dadato Kuberaya Vai Shravanaya Maharajaya Namaha Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Samsarasaram Bhujagendraharam Sada Vasantam Hridayarvinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami Karpura Niranjanam Darshayami. Now, in the same space, get ready of Bhagavan Kalabhairava. through Supreme Pontiff those in Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
மக்களை எல்லாம் மகா பரமசிவ நிலையை உணர வைக்க அந்த 18ஆம் படி கருப்பு பாம்பு காட்டுக்குள்ள காலபைரவனா குடி புகுந்து கலிகால பூமிய கைலாயமா மாத்த வந்திருக்கோம். அம்மையப்பன் நித்யானந்தன் பூரணம் கொண்டு வந்த அழக பாடிடதான் வேண்டுமோ? நித்யானந்தா 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 விரிச்சுவிட்டு போனமா முனாகட்டும் விரிச்சுவிட்டு போனமா முனாகட்டும். ஓடாரி முறுக்கு மீச கருப்பா எங்க கருப்பா எனக்கே உனக்காக தந்தேனையா கருப்பா எனக்கே உனக்காக தந்தேனையா கருப்பா. கண்டவாள போட்டுக்கிட்டு சங்கிலி மணி மாலை சுத்தி கண்ட மாலை போட்டுக்கிட்டு சங்கிலி மணி மாலை சுத்தி வெள்ளி சூளம் கையில கருப்பா பெரிய வெள்ளி சூளம் கையில கருப்பா எங்க கருப்பா கருப்பா போட்ட கருப்பா சங்கிலி கருப்பா விரைவில் வருவாய் எந்த கருப்பா தந்து தாய் போல பாசம் காட்டும் கருப்பா மச்ச குழந்தை போல பாசத்தை காட்டிடுவான் மெச்ச ஒரு அதிகில கருப்பா உன்னை மெச்ச ஒரு அதிகில கருப்பா பெரிய கருப்பா வெல்கம் டீச்சர் வா வீசிக்கிட்டே வராரு வெங்க புள்ளி போல இங்கு வீரமாக வராரு கருப்பா உன்னையே கரியா வந்தோ கருப்பா நித்யானந்தா 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 நித்யானந்தா
देवराजसेव्यमान पावनाम्रि पङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे देवराजसेव्यमान पावनाम्रि पङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे
வாராண்டா கருப்பழக அவ எங்க பேரழக சந்தன பொட்டுக்கார சவ்வாது வாசக்கார வாராண்டா கருப்பழக அவ எங்க பேரழக பாக்கத்தான் கோபக்கார உண்மையில பாசக்காரன் காலத்தின் கடவுளடா கருணையில் கடலடா கும்பிட மருகணமே தரிசனம் கொடுப்பாண்டா கூப்பிட குரலுக்கு ஓடி வந்து நிற்பாண்டா காவல் கேட்டா காசூலம் தாங்கி காப்பாண்டா வாராண்டா கருப்பழக வாராண்டா கருப்பழக அவ எங்க பேரழக சந்தன பொட்டுக்கார சப்பாது வாசக்கார வாராண்டா கருப்பழக அவ எங்க பேரழக பாக்கத்தான் கோபக்கார உண்மையில பாசக்காரன் கால பூஜைகடா செய்யு பாக்கியம் கிடைச்சதடா கற்று வச்ச மந்திரமும் கண்ண கண்டது மறந்ததடா ஏழு கால பூஜைகடா செய்யு பாக்கியம் கிடைச்சதடா கற்று வச்ச மந்திரமும் கண்ண கண்டது மறந்ததடா பாலபிஷேகம் செய்திடவே பாவ மோட்சம் கிட்டியதடா கோபக்கார கண்ணத்துக்கு சந்தனத்தை புசுங்கடா அழகின் அம்சமடா என் மீச மாமனடா வாராண்டா வாராண்டா அவ கண்ண உருட்டிக்கிட்டு வாராண்டா வாராண்டா அவ மீச முறுக்கிக்கிட்டு வாராண்டா வாராண்டா அவ நெஞ்ச நிமித்திக்கிட்டு வாராண்டா அவ சூழோ ஏந்திக்கிட்டு வாராண்டா கருப்பழக அவ எங்க பேரார சப்பாது வாசக்கார வாராண்டா கருப்பழக அவ எங்க பேரழக பாக்கத்தா கோபக்கார உண்மையில பாசக்கார அவசரத்தில் அலங்கரிச்சாலும் அவன் அழகுக்கு பஞ்சமில்லையே பூமால பார்த்து புட்டாக்கா அவன் ஆனந்தத்திற்கெல்லையே இல்ல ஏற்றிய தூபத்தை விட உண்மேனி மணக்குதையா காட்டிய தீபத்தில் திவ்ய தரிசனம் கிட்டியதையா குசித்த நைவேத்தியத்தால் அமுதம் ஒன்று கிடைத்ததையா கண்ட கற்பூர காட்சியிலே கண்கள் கசிந்து வடிந்ததையா சந்தன மேனியனுக்கு சந்தனத்துல பட்டையிடு கண்ணில மைய தீட்டி மீசையத்தான் முறுக்கிவிடு சந்தன மேனியனுக்கு சந்தனத்துல பட்டையிடு கண்ணில மைய தீட்டி மீசையத்தான் முறுக்கிவிடு முறைச்சி பார்த்தாக்கா கண்ணத்தை கிள்ளி விடுடா வாராண்டா கருப்பழக அப்ப எங்க பேரழக சந்தன பொட்டுக்கார சப்பாது வாசக்கார வாராண்டா கருப்பழக அவ எங்க பேரழக பாக்கத்தான் கோபக்கார உண்மையில பாசக்காரன் தேவியின் கருணையுடன் சிவனின் விஸ்வரூபம் தர்மம் வழி நடப்போரின் கர்மம் நீக்கி காத்திடுவான் மாயையை விலக்கியே பூர்ணத்துவம் கொடுத்திடுவான் காலத்தை வென்ற கால காலனிவன் சகல கால பூஜையுடன் இந்நாளும் முடிந்ததடா வேறென்ன வேண்டும் இனி உன்னை கட்டி அணைப்பேனடா திருமேனி தீண்டவே அனுதினம் எழுவேனடா திருமேனி தீண்டவே அனுதினம் எழுவேனடா சத்தியம் சாத்தியமானதடா நெஞ்சம் நித்யானந்தத்தில் நிறைந்ததடா 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 நித்யானந்தம் 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 கோடிக்கணக்கான மக்களை எல்லாம் மகா பரமசிவ நிலைய உணர வைக்க அந்த 18ஆம் படி கருப்பு பாம்பு காட்டுக்குள்ள காலபைரவனா குடி புகுந்து கலிகால பூமிய கைலாயமா மாத்த வந்திருக்கோம். அம்மையப்பன் நித்யானந்தன் பூரணம் கொண்டு வந்த அழக பாடிடதான் வேண்டுமோ? நித்யானந்தா 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 சட்டக்க விரிச்சுக்கிட்டு போனமா முனாகட்டும், சட்டக்க விரிச்சுக்கிட்டு போனமா முனாகட்டும். ஓடாரி முறுக்கு மீச கருப்பா எங்க கருப்பா, எனக்கே உனக்காக தந்தேனையா கருப்பா, எனக்கே உனக்காக தந்தேனையா கருப்பா. கண்டவாள போட்டுக்கிட்டு சங்கிலி மணி மாலை சுத்தி, கண்டமாலை போட்டுக்கிட்டு சங்கிலி மணி மாலை சுத்தி, வெள்ளி சூடம் கையில கருப்பா, பெரிய வெள்ளி சூடம் கையில கருப்பா. எங்க கருப்பா, அழகு கருப்பா, போட்ட கருப்பா, சங்கிலி கருப்பா, விரைவில் வருவாய் எந்த கருப்பா, எந்த கருப்பா வருவாய் குருவாய் அருள்வாய், வருவாய் குருவாய் அருள்வாய் கருப்பா, நீ வருவாய் குருவாய் அருள்வாய் கருப்பா. பசமுடன் ஓடி வந்து நேசமாக அருள தந்து நாய் போல வாசம் காட்டும் கருப்பா, மற்ற குழந்தை போல வாசத்தை காட்டிடுவான். மெச்ச ஒரு அழகில்ல கருப்பா, உன்ன மெச்ச ஒரு அழகில்ல கருப்பா, பெரிய கருப்பா. வீச்சருவா வீசிக்கிட்டே வராரு, வெங்க புலி போல இங்கு வீரமாக வராரு. கருப்பா உனையே வந்தோ கருப்பா. நித்யானந்தா 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 நித்யானந்தா.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, we welcome each and every viewer after such a profound, energetic, and a powerful blast of Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava's Bhavasamadhi Darshan through the Nijavatara. Extremely intense and so powerful. Just to see Kalabhairava's eyes and the whole Kalabhairava is just looking like amazing, amazing. You know, each of us would just be now melting, seeing the darshan. And now that the darshan all of us have witnessed, each and every one of us will now be entering into the power manifestation process. And before we enter, while you are in the same space of the darshan, and just enjoy the space. Understand what you're experiencing now is a Shakti Pada that you have received directly from Bhagavan Maha Kalabhairava himself. It's so intense, so amazingly powerful, and you are blessed, showered with the very blessings of the Lord of time and space, Maha Kalabhairava, the most ferocious yet the most compassionate fountain. He is all powerful, just intense life energy, and you receive his darshan today. You are here ready now, just with full initiation diksha received, so that you'll be able to manifest the powers and experiencing and manifesting the space of Kalabhairava. I am Kalabhairava. So now let's enter into the power manifestation session. Now the first power we will be seeing is the power of the third eye. The Shastra Pramana. There's a beautiful reference for this third eye power. And Vijnana Bhairava Tantra says, Kapalantar manonyasya tishtanmilita lochanaha kramena manaso dadyat lakshaye lakshyamuttamam. By fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession. By that stability of the mind in inner space through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place. It's a beautiful reference even in Mahabharata. When Bhagavan Shri Krishna is about to give the darshan of Vishwarupa darshan to Arjuna, just before that he says, he is actually giving the third initiation. As he says to Arjuna, Natu mam shakyase drashtum anenaiva svachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshu pashyam me yogamaishwaram. But you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore I grant you the divine third eye. Behold my cosmic opulence. The Atma Pramana is an incident from Swamiji's very own life, which has time tested and authenticated the science of the third eye. Swamiji says the first experience of me being able to see everything around me
above me, the whole 360-degree, 10 directions below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel, experience. I felt that the skin of the stone on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carry me equally. In both, I exist equally. The air, the breeze, the setting sun, the rising moon, the whole Arunachala hill, all the plants, bush, shrubs, trees, everything, just became so alive. And something is outside is completely lost. First, I was able to see all the 10 direction, 360-degree. The next moment itself, I realized not only am able to see, I'm able to experience all of that as me. Now, this same science of third eye is authenticated through the scientific research to the Pratyaksha Pramana, where we all can see the study was conducted directly on the Supreme Pontiff himself, and the study clearly established how whether Swamiji was doing the daily activities or whether Swamiji was in the deep Samadhi state, at both times there was high activity measured in the brain in the area where third eye was located. And this same Shakti today, thousands of people worldwide are manifesting as Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has initiated into. Each of you will be experiencing this now as Sakshi Praman. Let's get ready. Please have eye bands with yourself. First, all of you will be turning on your timestamp camera. And now, please take a few minutes to close your eyes. Please tie your eyes. Please tie your eyes with eye band. Please take a minute or two. Now, we will be projecting an image for you, and you will begin verbalizing whatever is revealed to you through the third eye.
closing. Please open your eyes, remove your eyebrows. Please post in the comments what was the answer that you were able to see. Whatever your third eye revealed. Whether you saw a color or a shape or a bird came inside you or you got a vision, whatever you saw. Post that in the comment section.
Each of you can now take a few minutes to share with us any shape, sizes, whatever appeared in your third eye. Please feel free to go ahead and post it. And please understand, during this whole time, we'll be manifesting a set of powers. So we'll be keeping it a little bit a fast-paced manifestation. We request each of you to join us, and you can interact with us directly on the YouTube comment section, and we'll be picking up your answers from there, and we'll be responding to it. So you all can post your answers there, and now we will be projecting the answer for you all to verify. Sorry for the technical glitch. Now the answer for this round is, you all can see as it's projected in front of you all.
Yes.
We have someone called Seven Searchful who's commented. I saw Kalabhairava, someone sitting in meditation position and lots of bells. Beautiful. And Suvidaya and Madevi Karani Padam, David Fung, and so many of you have posted. That's beautiful to see. And yes, picture, and actually, Seven Searchful, I would request you to also have your name as part of Kailasa's security policies. And I just want to let you know,
Yes.
what you have seen is something very similar and close. See, if you be more descriptive, right, you will be able to see more and more details. Here you're seeing someone sitting in meditation, and of course, it's the supreme pontiff of Hinduism himself sitting in meditation and energizing. So it was very, very close, Aya. But if each of you can be more descriptive, you will see how you will be able to manifest it more and more in detail. The more you will manifest it. Yes. And now let's enter into the second power, the power of remote vision. So the Shastra Pramana for the power of remote vision is again from the Kalabhairava Tantra.
Vyomakaram svamatmanam dhyaye digbhiranavritam nirashaya chiti shakti swarupam darshaye tada. Concentrate and cognize with restful awareness on oneself in the form of vast etheric space, which is limitless to any direction whatsoever. Thus the Chiti Shakti, the power of the consciousness, freed from all support, reveals and manifests herself as the form of one's essential nature of the self.
The Pramana for this is from the Mahabharata. Actually, the whole Bhagavad Gita and the Mahabharata, the war, is displayed to us using the power of remote vision, the power of the third eye.
All of us would be knowing the story where how the blind king Dhritarashtra was sitting in his palace miles away from the battlefield. At that time, there was no mobile phone, there was no live television, there was none of these. Instead, the charioteer Sanjaya had this power, was initiated by Bhagavan Vedavyasa. This power of third eye, where he could sit just in the palace and with audio and video, using just his third eye, he was able to see what was happening in the battlefield live. And that's what he describes to Dhritarashtra, revealing all Bhagavan Shri Krishna's words and whatever else is happening in the battlefield. There's a beautiful Atma Pramana. Atma Pramana references from life of Swamiji. Narayana Swami Tata was one of Swamiji's own guru, who was very well known in Tiruvannamalai to see remote distances at ease. One day, a senior police officer came to Narayana Swami Tata seeking help to find the thief whom they were searching for the last 1 week. Narayana Swami Tata just turned towards Swamiji and asked him to see the whereabouts in the mirror with the Jnananjana light and to show to the police officer. Saw the whereabouts of the thief in the mirror, but also showed the same to the police officer, after which the thief was caught in the same location as revealed by Swamiji. Today we have thousands that are across the globe that are initiated by Swamiji and manifesting this power. And today, now, you are going to be manifesting this power. To record this, please have your timestamp camera on. Turn it towards you. Now we're going to be projecting a picture for you. You're going to be scanning that picture, that place, and seeing all the details about that place being revealed to your third eye.
Please sit straight, chant the Mahavakya. You all can scan. The question is also projected here. Yes, you all can relax. And we request each of you to post what you saw as an answer for this question. You all can post whatever you saw as the main deity of the temple and whatever you saw around the vicinity of the temple. You all can post it here in the comment section.
And we are going to be projecting the answer to you very shortly. So please post it in the comment section. Now let's see what is the answer. Yes. So this temple is located in Kanipakam in Chittoor district of Andhra Pradesh. And the main deity of this temple is Vinayaka, Swayambhu Ganapati, Ganapati. The deity is seen in the holy well full of water always. And in the vicinity there is Bahuda river which flows near the Sri Varsiddhi Vinayaka temple, one of the most ancient Ganesha temples constructed in the early 11th century by Chola king Kulothunga Chola I, and was expanded further in 1336 by the emperors of Vijayanagara dynasty.
So this is the answer. You all can verify it. And if you have manifested even if there's 1%, 1 bit manifestation that happens, please understand that itself is indicating your success of manifestation. And just by continuing to build that space of oneness, we will manifest more and more Shaktis. So this brings us all to the conclusion of the Shakti for the Power Manifestation session today. We thank each and every one of you who took part in the Kalabhairava Bhavasamadhi Darshan. And we welcome each of you to join back with us in our further programs.
Today evening, 4 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Further program is going to be beginning, and now we are going to be concluding with the Purna Mantra. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tatsat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam Padatarpanamastu Om Nithyanandam.
Thank you all, Nithyanandam.
Thank you, Nithyanandam.